of the cultural shock that I've experienced since coming to the UK. And this is in comparison to what I was used to back in Nigeria. Let me give you a little story. Please draw your seat and pay attention. So one of these days, I went to the stores. I think that store was Savers, yeah. So I went to get like this simple facial wash that I you would normally use for my face every morning. And so when I went to that shop, I didn't even take note of what I had at home. I picked that particular face wash and I took it home, paid for it, and I took it home. When I got home, I discovered that I had two of those face wash at home. So you know that we're not about wasting money here. I mean, that two is going to last me about 4 months. So I see no reason why I needed that. So I decided to take that back to the store. On getting to the store, I returned it with the receipt because in the UK here you have to have a receipt when you're returning something. That way that money gets refunded to you. There's somehow they do it and they just put it back into the card that you paid with, which was what I did. I approached the lady on the till, gave her the stuff, and then she was about to refund that to me. Um what then happened was when she was returning it, refunding me the money, I then said to her, I'm very sorry for any inconvenience this might have cost you. And the lady paused. Like she gave me that look that we would usually call bombastic side eye in Nigeria. And then I was shocked when she said, are you sure you didn't use this product? Why are you apologizing if you didn't use it? Like the lady made me feel so guilty, even though I knew I didn't do anything. I felt so guilty and I felt like, oh, why did I even say sorry if when I didn't do anything, you know? But back home in Nigeria, we're used to saying sorry for the littlest of things. So what am I trying to say? For people that are about to come into the UK or are planning to come into the UK, just be aware that in the UK, they don't say sorry the way we usually say sorry back home. They expect you to only say sorry when you've done something wrong. So just to be aware, in case something happens and you are very certain that you're not the one that did that thing, do not say sorry. Because if the police or, authorities come, that's supposed to take you away for something that you did, and they are present there and you say sorry, it means you are admitting to the fact that you have done that thing, you know. And something that's very funny about this whole thing is in Nigeria, we are taught to always say sorry, please, and thank you. But I feel like we misuse the sorry a lot, to show that we are good people. And in Nigeria, it works, but here it doesn't work. So another thing that I noticed is, so when I came into the UK, something happens to me, and let me say I tripped and I fell, and then people around me are like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, clearly I'm not okay. You can see that I am not okay. So why are you asking me, am I okay? Instead of you to be saying sorry to me and all. But British people will never say sorry to you if they are not at fault. They are not the one that caused me to trip and fall. So the only thing they can ask me is, you have fallen. Now that you have fallen down, are you okay? Is there something that we can do to help you feel better? But Nigerians, we are always quick to say, oh my God, my earring just fell off. So in Nigeria, we're always quick to say, I'm sorry, I'm this, not here in in the UK. Another thing that I noticed is the weather. Oh my God. Like, I mean, we're prepared for the winter, right? We know that the UK is usually cold, very cold. But nobody prepares us for how hot, like how extremely hot the summer can be. You know, back home in Nigeria, we're used to the heat. It's very hot there, good and fine. But here, it's 21 degree and it's looking like it's 55 degree. As in, you're boiling. You can literally see the sweat dripping on your body. Like, nobody prepared me for that. I expected the summer to be mild, like there's no cold, but we are still okay. Do you know that I even had to get a fan in my house because of how hot it can be during the summer? Something else I need to draw to your notice is, you know how respectful that we can be with our elders back home in Nigeria. So every little thing we are like, Okay, ma. Okay, sir. Good morning, ma. Good morning, sir. It's not like that in the UK. Oh. Please, when you come to the UK, before you go ahead referring to people as ma, sir, please make sure they are very comfortable with that. In Nigeria, 20 years, a 20-year-old can be your manager, and you that you are 50 years old, you are referring to them as sir, ma. Here, it doesn't work that way. You refer to people by their first names. Precious, how are you, Precious? How are you, whoever it is that you want to speak to, you know? Um, when you even go forward to call them ma or sir, they feel embarrassed. You know, they are like, am I too old? Why are you referring to me as a ma or as a sir? Even the older ones, the elder ones, they tell you, no, I'm not that old for you to call me a ma or sir. So in the UK, please refer to people by their first names. Another thing is eye contact. Eye contact is very important in the UK here. You know, back home, when we are speaking to our parents, or when our parents are speaking to us, sorry, and you are looking at your mother or your father eyeball to eyeball. They never born you. Let me speak it the Niger way. They never even born you to look at your mommy or your daddy or anybody that is speaking to you that is way older than you, eyeball to eyeball. But in this place, in the UK here, when someone is speaking to you, is expected that as a way of proper communication, that you look them in the eyes. That way, it shows that you are paying rapt attention to them. You're listening to them attentively. It also shows interest in what is being communicated, what is being said. They also see it as respect for them. So you are respectful to them. But here, but back home in Nigeria, looking at your parents eyeball to eyeball means that you are disrespectful. You are not. It doesn't like. And something I need to bring to the attention of the British people, they need to understand that this is the way that we have been brought up. Now, do not perceive we not looking at you as fear. We're not scared of you. Neither are we trying to disrespect you. It's just something that we are used to. We are trained and brought up that way, not to, look our parents or people that are way older than we are in the eyes when they speak to us. So we understand it and we are trying to, get to that point where if we are talking with you or we are speaking with you, we look you eyeball to eyeball. But just to bring to your attention, we're not being disrespectful. It's not like we're not paying attention, or it's not like we are not listening to you, or we are disrespecting you, or we are scared. No, that is totally out of the book. So just these are some of the little things that I've experienced here that are quite different from where I come from. Yes, so this is where I'm ending for today. If there is any other thing that you would like to discuss about culture shock that you experience, please put them in the comment section. I might even, get the idea and the inspiration to talk on those things. Thank you very much.